Hi guys. Well, don't mind me. It's just that insomnia has visited me and it's making me so active tonight instead of sleeping. So I decided to do this short introduction to a video that I'm working on instead of trying to force sleep. So, how are you guys doing wherever you are? I am super hoping that you're all okay. Well, I'm also so fine. I'm just having some kind of bad flu or running nose. But hey, don't worry. I am sorted with some hot lemon water, so I'm hoping I'll be fine. Hmm. And it's actually making me sweat. It's very uncomfortable. But anyway, let's get to business. This video is very interesting. I would even say it's controversial, so I really cannot wait to see your reactions in the comment section. So don't forget to comment and let me know your thoughts on it. I'm speaking to this notion out here by some people who have actually told me that I am too organized and I look kind of perfect and I scare people away because it's difficult for people to keep up with that. I never want to burst their bubbles, but when I'm alone and I'm thinking about it, I am like, damn, if these people knew the skeletons that people hide in their closets, they would never think of anyone as perfect. So this video is going to speak to the fact that I go through life just like any other normal young person out there. I have desires. I make mistakes. I sometimes make really silly mistakes. I take not so smart decisions and I pay for it. It's just that I am less controversial maybe, or I am private enough to deal with my shit alone in silence without putting it out there for people to see or making a mess out there. So that's why I think a lot of people think maybe I don't go through these issues that young people go through. But hey, just a reminder, I'm only human, perfectly human, purely human. And besides, why would I put my dirty linen out there every now and then for people to see? I usually think that the way we lead our lives is like a mirror to the society. So it should be something that people would want to emulate, maybe. Why would I give them the bad sides of me? Not to pretend, but honestly and genuinely try to do the right thing, to live right, so that those people that look at you and admire to be like you don't get discouraged. But we are not perfect. So I really hope you like this video and you learn something from it. Bye. Hi guys. So today, the 27th of July 2024, I'm gonna talk about Stranger Things. I chose that topic for my write-up today because, well, you'll see why. So just hang around. So it has been a while and I have been doing what I do best when I do not want to deal with stuff. I mean, lazing around and ignoring my feelings and the urge to write about them. But as you know, when it gets to the brim, the brain gives up holding it all in and you have to let it out some way. My way, I write about it. So here I am, Stranger Things. I have heard it said more than once that never say it cannot happen to me. And I believe it now. Guys, I fell in love with a stranger. Yes, a total complete stranger. Someone I have never met nor seen. I probably know you are thinking I must be a fool or stupid. Just hang on. So, where am I coming from? I used to say that, and for a very long time, I convinced myself that I can never leave alone fall in love with someone online, someone I have never met nor seen. I could say that I almost looked at those who met online and or on dating sites with some disdain. I could ask myself in my head,
How do I claim to love someone I do not know? Someone far away, someone I've never met. What if we met and the next thing my people meet are parts of my body in a bag? It has happened to others. Yeah, I know. I'm so paranoid. The thought of the whole thing just sends cold chills down my spine. I could swear that I can feel the hairs on my entire body stand. Yet here I was, sadly brooding over a stranger I accidentally became familiar with, over a right call to a wrong owner. Well, what I mean is, my niece had this number that apparently she had given up, and it got reallocated to someone else. I did not know that. I still had it saved in my phone under her name. So on this fateful day, I made this call to my cousin, my niece's mother, and I didn't find her. So I decided to call my niece instead to find out where my cousin is. And boom! The most handsome voice I have ever heard on phone response from the other end. Boy, you can only imagine the shock that was on me. I was shaking. I had no idea why. I was even a little tongue-tied. I could not utter a word. I just mumbled a few words like, hello, hello. Then paused and went talking to myself. Kwani, whose number have I called? Is this not my niece's number? Then I just hung up. You know the confusion of expecting a shrill teen's voice and being met with a guy's beautiful, heavy voice. Yeah, I was having crazy emotions running up my mind. The guy's voice was so, well, the best. And calm. It got stuck in my brain even as I rushed to call my niece on her other number. I scribbled a quick SMS to apologize to the guy and let him know that I was calling a different person and I didn't know that the number had been reallocated to someone else. You know, just common human courtesy since I had felt like I had just hung up kimalamala. Honestly, I had no expectations or ulterior motive. It was not even the first time I had had chills with someone's voice or someone's niceness over the phone, but it had always been just that, chills, nothing else. I would always go like that too to myself after I hung up. Damn, that's a nice voice. Or man, that's some kind human. Then end of story. I didn't see why this was going to be any different. Something funny though is, in my hurry to call my niece on her other number, I forgot to press send on the apology SMS I was sending to the stranger guy. And at around 10 p.m. in the evening, something keeps nagging at me to check whether the message was sent. And apparently nope, it wasn't. Then my brain says, Madam, send this thing so that he'll find it in the morning. I was idle and I was not dating, so I was not accountable to anyone. Sometimes being cheeky was a thing. So I pressed send and deleted the number altogether and just forgot about it. Oh boy, I had just opened a can of sweet worms. Wait, are there sweet worms? I don't know. But I had just opened a can of sweet worms that would turn sour in a short while. My stranger guy started engaging, asking to know me, saying that no wrong number has ever apologized after a call before. I must be a courteous human, and so on and so forth. I tried ignoring, even told him that I had just apologized because of the way I had hurriedly hung up, explaining that I was not having any malice as it is with con people lately. Oh, I did not forget to tell him he had a nice voice and then said my goodbyes. But my stranger guy was not going to have any of it. He kept texting to know me. Before I knew it, he calls. Like they say, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. I had some time on myself since I am working as an insurance agent ever since our company shut down. So I told myself it wouldn't harm to engage this human. And as fate or time or whatever was playing with my life at the moment would have it, pretty soon we were talking all the time. He was a nice spot, calm, with great future plans that he included me in. Funny though is, in a span of 3 weeks he had told me he loves me. He wanted me to speak to his mom. We had made plans about the future, how it would be. We spoke about anything and everything. You get what I'm saying, right? However, having had a bad relationship before, I was always cautious with how I commit to a guy. I still am. I am always there but wanting to run away at the slight chance of a red flag. But my stranger guy kept reassuring me, and so I thought, why not do this? But slowly, until I am very sure. I even asked him if we are not moving too fast with all the committing stuff and plans. Told him I do not believe that he loves me till we meet, and he tells me that to my face. And I meet his mom too, and his kid too. Yeah, he had a kid from a relationship he had. So I kept saying that things that start so fast always crumble with the same speed. But he was convinced we were brought together by some power that wanted to unite our lonely hearts. Oh boy, imagine that. Well, we became over phone best buddies or best friends, or so I thought. Talking and texting every single day till late night. And by late night, I mean really late night. As in 1, 2, 3, and sometimes even 4 a.m. He'd go to work and we still talk during the day. It felt like we were almost addicted to each other. I would say he was all over. He was all I ever dreamt of in a guy. I am a communication addict if I love someone. I always want to talk to them if and when we have time. And he was all that. One evening we're talking about nothing as we had been accustomed to, and he goes, I am a short-tempered guy. I know myself. And I hope you'll not annoy me. Boy, oh boy, did I blow it out of proportion? I have no idea. But I know I got so spooked that I asked him to explain what he meant. I told him I am human. I will definitely annoy him every once in a while, but he would not explain it to me. I told him I had a short-tempered dad, and we suffered it at home. My mom, my stepmom, myself. I even had to run away from home so many times. Actually, I have some scars and some defects on my body because of the violence. I explained that I would not want to have a husband like that, but my stranger guy did not still explain what he meant by his statement, and we even told each other good night just like that. The next day I tried to talk to him about it, and he tells me we cannot talk about yesterday's issues today. But we did not talk about it yesterday either, man. He tells me he had a bad day at work and he's not talking about that now. Maybe later or some other day. Whoa, something inside me tells me this is it. We have come to the end of this road. You know that nagging feeling that it is not going anywhere anymore. It was all just a mirage. So, I quit. Right now, I sit back and I miss him. He had become a big part of my daily routine and now I feel lonely. Something funny is, he never tried to reach out really. He would just send me a please call me and that's it. Well, I feel as though I miss something. Then I ask myself, why would you feel so down about someone you haven't even met, madam? Are you not the epitome of stupidity? Then I asked myself, did you really fall for him that much, woman? Then I feel so embarrassed and gather myself and face this thing like I've faced a lot other challenges before. But one thing is for sure, I was caught in a web of sadness and just wondering what the hell just happened. But I research what make life very interesting. So yeah, I probably liked a stranger more than I should have, and it hurts when things do not work out as we envisioned them. So guys, learn something from me. Bye.